So I ended up finding this bike after about 4 years of searching, found it on the internet, and it was located in Lockport. So I went to Lockport, looked at the motorcycle. It was purple, it was very greasy, the parts were all wrong on it, but the engine basically ran and it had 2 wheels, and that was all I was concerned about at that point. The rest of the stuff was all visual fenders and paint and emblems and the whole light bar in front. Everything was all missing from it at the time I got it. So I basically started from scratch with basically a gas tank, 2 bad fenders, 2 wheels, and a working engine is what it basically was. Basically, my uncle, which was Ed Santora, was a police officer in Batavia. And he, at one point, rode a motorcycle for a short period of time. So in talking to my aunt one time, she told me about a picture she had of him on the motorcycle. So I found this picture. I looked at that picture, and it was made in 1946, I figured, based on the time of the motorcycle and so on. So I used that uniform and that era to try to recreate this exact bike as a kind of a surprise for him, and it was something I wanted to do for the department for many years. So the search went on. I searched about 4 years to find the right motorcycle that was at the right price and the right skill level for me to be able to repair it. Memorial Day, I was 2 days shy of Memorial Day 2 years ago of getting it ready for the Memorial Day parade. But I did have it for that year's St. Joseph's parade. And after the parade, I drove to my uncle's house and surprised him. I pulled in the motorcycle and the uniform at his house, and he was like, "What the heck is this?" And he smiled, and I told him about the picture, and he jumped on the motorcycle, and he put my hat on, and he posed in the exact same way the original picture was, and we had a big kick out of it. And then that was great, and unfortunately the following winter, about 6 months later, he passed away. But it was a tough job for these guys on these motorcycles that have no suspension on them. There's no springs on it. The only spring is the seat. I mean, you move this seat up and down, that's your body, that's your suspension right there, is the seat. The front does have springs on it, but that's it. So when you hit railroad tracks, it's quite a rough ride. And these guys would do it 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. So I now dress up in the uniform on Memorial Day as a memory to them and as an honor to those guys.